Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try to pop the draw. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
29 Philly.
He'll pull it on the read. At the 45 on its way. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
To the air, it's Silva. Throws for the tight end. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On the move at the 30. Off he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. He caught it, and he will They'll score! Touchdown, Missouri! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Silva. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Mississippi State going up tempo. They're getting this guy lathered up. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
It's on target and complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Mississippi State. Looking for a man, it's Silva. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you just wonder, when is it going to happen for this true freshman? We know he's got so much talent and ability. The coaching staff was so excited about him coming into this season. He hasn't been able to score quite yet this year, but this is the time.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The running back has it. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, it's complete.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The throw. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Silva. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You've got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle with Singletary. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a...
Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too. Just
open runway ahead. Inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now second and 10 from the 24. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Mississippi State right back to the line. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll throw on third and short. He's got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. A new set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to throw, it's Silva. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Off play action on first down. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Caught behind the line. It's Singletary. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Got it behind the line. It's Singletary. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They want to run it left here. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Oh, there's the ball. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Going up top. Pulls it in inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and
makes the grab down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Wants to throw. It's Silva. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll ride the hot hand. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking to throw at Silva. Makes the grab over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Reels it in down the left side. Got a lot of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snap. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense, a loss of 10. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And they're able to make the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. First down for this offense.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Line getting set on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. After the run, now to throw. Snags it down the right side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And you knew this one.